Hi, welcome back to Mr. Menta's ELL Classroom. Today we're going to be finishing up our section on Chapter 6 with one of my favorite things that this book does, which is a review. So we are actually going to be going over the material we covered in Chapters 4, 5, and 6. Check-up test, Chapters 4 through 6. So I hope you remember what we did 2 weeks ago. If you didn't remember what we did 2 weeks ago, then we have a problem. Because you're supposed to remember this stuff for the rest of your life. So you can speak English and write in English and get good grades and go to a good college and become a functioning and productive member of our economy. And all of that good stuff. Anyway, we've done this before, so let's get down into it. It's all pretty self-explanatory. First one, complete the sentences. Will you be ready soon? Yes, I will. I'll be ready in a few minutes. Remember this? Will and won't. We did a lot of this. I hope you remember. Will your brother get home soon? No, he won't. He's at a baseball game tonight. So you'll fill in the answers like that, paying attention to your pronouns. You're talking about he, she, it, whatever. Okay. We, all right, then next, section B. Circle the correct answers. We've gone through that 100 times. I know you know how to do it. Okay. So circle the correct answers. Think carefully. Okay, C. Complete the conversation. Are these Maria's gloves? No, they aren't hers. Now we're using our old possessive pronouns, not to be confused with our possessive adjectives. So hers took the place of the words Maria's gloves. Okay? So you're using those. So I hope you remember those. We spent a good chunk of time on that, on the possessives. Okay? Then move on to D, fill in the blanks. Now we're getting to some more recent stuff. Donald is neater than Sam. They give you a word to start with, neat. So remember all of our words for how to do this, how to change something to a comparative. Say it's more than something else. Remember how the Y turns into an I, all those rules. Okay, this is why I like these, because they check up and see if you remember all the stuff that we did in the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Okay, then go on to the next page. Complete the sentences. William isn't as rich as Walter, but he's much happier. They always say that you're happier without money. You know what? I'm not sure if that's true. I think they just tell us that. I think I'd be happier if I had more money. But whatever. That's just me. So anyway, we're doing our comparatives again. Isn't as rich as, happier. I'm doing more of the comparatives. Okay. Then F, we get down to what we've just been doing most recently with our superlatives. Fill in the blanks. Brian is the smartest person I know. Okay? Fill in those blanks. Then, at the last one, we will have a listening exercise. Don't worry about that until the end. We'll go over all of our answers to these, then we'll do the listening at the very end. Okay? So, pause the video, go back to the beginning, and fill in the answers. All right. Did you pause the video and do the work? I hope so. I'm going to zoom in a little here. All right. Number 1. Will the storm end soon? Yes, it will. It'll end in a few hours. And make sure you put a capital I on it'll, because that's the beginning of a sentence. It'll. I-T apostrophe L-L. Pay attention. This is an important part of this process. We're checking our work. You're not done. Listen to me. Check your work, okay? Number 2. Will Carol and Dave be in the office today? No, they won't. They're on vacation. Will you return soon? Now, it might have been a little confusing here because there's just one space, but you write two words. They won't. Two words, okay? Number 3, will you return soon? Yes, I will. I'll return in a little while. I'll. I''ll. Number 4, will Jane be in school tomorrow? No, she won't. She has a bad cold. Number 5, will you and Ray get out of work soon? Yes, we will. We'll, W-E''ll, get out in half an hour. Okay, next. Circle the correct answer. I'm not going to fix that wire. I'm afraid I might get a shock. Number 2, what do you think? Should I order the chicken or the fish? Should. Number 3, when I grow up, I might be a dentist or I might be a doctor. Number 4, it's going to rain. You should take your umbrella. C, complete the conversation. Number 1, is that your video camera? No, it isn't mine. M-I-N-E. Mine. Number 2, is that your son's computer? No, it isn't his. Number 3, is that Mr. and Mrs. Baker's house? No, it isn't theirs. T-H-E-I-R-S. Theirs. Number 4, is that my recipe for meatballs? No, it isn't yours. Y-O-U-R-S. Okay, and last, not last because we got another page, but number 1, Jane is taller than Sarah. T-A-L-L-E-R. Carl is more honest than Jack. Not honester, more honest. Number 3, Centerville is prettier than Lakeville. P-R-E-T-T-I-E-R. Prettier. Okay, did you spell that with the I? The pie is better than the cake. B-E-T-T-E-R. Better. Julie is more dependable than John. Okay. Next. Zoom in on that a little bit, make that a little bigger. That's good. All right, so number 1. Anna's printer isn't as fast as Betty's printer, but it's much more reliable. I hope you're still paying attention. Check your work. Very important step. This is where the learning happens. If you make any mistakes, we got to catch them here. Okay, otherwise we never will. Number 2, Danny's dog isn't as friendly as Dorothy's dog, but it's much cuter. C-U-T-E-R. Cuter. Howard isn't as intelligent as Mike, but he's much more interesting. This book is so judgmental. My apartment isn't as fashionable as your apartment, but it's much bigger. Bigger, B-I-G-G-E-R. B-I-G-G-E-R. 2 G's, okay? Make sure you've got the 2 G's. Tom's furniture isn't as expensive as John's furniture, but it's much more attractive. Okay, next fill in the blanks. Marvin is the quietest person I know. Q-U-I-E-T-E-S-T. Quietest. Uncle Bert is the most hospitable person in our family. We have the largest apartment in the building. L-A-R-G-E-S-T. Largest. Because it already ended in an E, so we just can add the S-T. Mr. Peterson is the most patient teacher in our school. Do you think I'm the most patient teacher in the school? Probably not. Probably not. Maybe I'm interesting, but I don't think I think I need to be more patient. Mr. Menta is not as patient as Miss Olmeda, but he's much more handsome, right? No, I can't compete with Miss Olmeda. She's got me. Number 5. Mel is the laziest person I know. The laziest. L-A-Z-I-E-S-T. Is that me? Mr. Menta is the laziest teacher in the school? No, I work pretty hard. I do. It takes a lot of effort to make these. But okay, good. We're all done with that. Let's go on to the listening exercise. I haven't looked at this yet. Listen and circle the correct answer. So, page is this? 59. Yes. So, example, Ronald is younger than Fred. Well, you got to think about this one a little. So, in our example here, I'm going to zoom in so you can see more closely. Okay. So, our example, we have Ronald and Fred. And I said Ronald is younger than Fred. So you got to look at the picture. Is he younger? Well, yeah, it looks like he is. This guy's got his skin's a little wrinkled. He's got glasses. You know, it looks like this guy's probably younger. So we go yes. All right. So we got to think about each one. All right. Let's do it then. Number 1. So you just circled yes or no. Number 1. Bob is neater than Bill. Number 1. So what do you think? You hear what I said the first time? Got to be on the ball. Got to listen carefully. I'll say it one more time, but I won't say the other ones. Bob is neater than Bill. So this is Bob. This is Bill. Bill is not very neat. So Bob is very neat. So we're going to say yes. Bob is neater than Bill. Number 2. The chicken is more expensive than the fish. Number 2. So the chicken is $4. The fish is $6. So, no. The chicken is not more expensive than the fish. The chicken is cheaper than the fish. Number 3. Moscow is warmer than Miami. Okay, so Moscow, this is the temperature here, 32 degrees. Miami, this is the temperature here, 90 degrees. So, no, Moscow is not warmer than Miami. Miami is warmer than Moscow. So that one was a no. Number 4. Herbert is taller than Stephen. What do you think? Number 4. Herbert and Stephen. So, Herbert is taller than Stephen. Yes. Herbert is taller than Stephen. Look, we can see Stephen's kind of short. Herbert's really tall. And number 5. Patty is more talented than Pam. This one might be tricky. So we have Pam and Patty. But it looks like Pam here is dancing very well, whereas Patty's kind of falling over. So probably Pam is the one who's more talented. So Patty is more talented than Pam? No. Pam is more talented than Patty. All right. That is the end of this exercise and the end of Chapter 6. Good work.